Hello everyone, I'm Chester44, Outstanding is Fly, and welcome to this Let's Play of Greedfall, the Dying World. Last episode, good news, we have managed to successfully prove our innocence in the crime we were accused of. Now it's time for us to get out of here. We should head back to the inn and speak with people, and toss out a few level ups and such that need to go to people. That's gonna be nice. So, and we are also gonna have stuff that we'll need to sell, equip our people with things, all that kind of stuff. So, oh, are we about to have a talk?
Oh, thank you. Thank you for getting me out of there. I'm sorry that even here, you've once again been victim to the Alliance's evil schemes. But I'll get you home. I swore I would do it, and I shall. Tomorrow, we'll have a ship. And even if I can't take you to Tier 4D straight away, it's a first step.
Why do we not leave now? You say you want to take us home, but in the next breath, you tell us we have to wait.
Because this kind of expedition is incredibly expensive. Sailing to Tier 4D takes months and costs a fortune. You're going to need a protector. A patron. But don't look at me. I don't have a coin to my name. My family does, though.
I know someone who wants to go home, too.
Not in the least. I'm very happy to be here with you. You're far less dangerous than my uncle.
We can choose our destination once we're aboard the ship. In the meantime, we can take a break at the tavern, or go for a walk. Anything you like. As long as there are no bars on the windows.
Yeah, the tavern sounds like a good idea. We need to...
Wait.
Oh.
I'm sorry. I overheard your conversation. I'd like to accompany you. Even if I have to wait, I'd like to go to Tier 4D with you.
There are enough of your people on our island already.
And you can surely find another ship. The Alliance regularly funds crossings to Hikmet.
That's true. I could probably find backing for a map-making mission, but I'd have to make compromises I'm not willing to make with people I despise. Please, let me prove that not all of my people are manipulators and forces of destruction.
She did warn us and helped us with the framing, and having an ally in the Alliance could be useful.
The best I can do is to offer to let you come aboard my ship. Whether or not you can be a part of our group is a decision that's for the others to make.
Okay then. Fair enough. Now, let's go to the tavern. Simple enough to do. Just run over to here, and we'll talk to everyone when we get up there. Also, we can now manage our party. Oh, she's going to be a part of it now. Okay, first things first. You are big brawny guy. Point in there. You get 2 points. And your skills, let's see. You use fencing weapons. Okay, twin blows is actually a good one. Let's see. Triple blow is and adds retaliation, words of retaliation. It's already got 3. I don't need the retaliation affinity. Retaliation seems to be like a key thing for him. What does he use again? He uses a two-handed sword. Which... You know what? We'll stick with this nice one. As for skills, we've already given him a skill. Okay. You are agility and endurance And your skills are twin daggers, that's right. Let's see, increases crit chance of basic attacks. Applies power when dealing a fatal blow if life is less than 50%. Unfair shot would probably be good, I'll give you that. You are needed, let's see. Attributes. Actually, no, 2 points in focus will bring it up. And your skills. Increased crit chance would be good to have. And you... What do you use? You use a rifle. I mean, you can use this rifle. It is straight up better. So, rifles are perception. I think that'll work. And as for skills, so you do have healing. You have rifles. Piercing shot inflicts heavy damage and breaks an enemy's shield. Inflicts heavy damage and applies stun. And can use it to break a shield. And that'll inflict heavy damage on an enemy with an additional 40% crit chance and interrupts. You've also got Wisdom of the Elder. Applies toughness to the caster and allies. Applies Mark to an enemy. Reduces the target's physical damage reduction by 20%. While Mark is in effect. Increased crit chance. Increased duration of all active favors. Applies power to the caster and allies if life is above 50%. That's probably something we should have. Hurtful words for weakness. Increases life. Increase all resistance to scourges. I guess I'll take hurtful words. Precision shot would be useful. Reduce the action points cost. Inflicts damage and interrupts characters in the area of effect. Ignores the damage sustained during a backward roll. And applies burn to characters with more than half health and projection to characters with less. Interesting. Deals damage twice and applies bleeding to an enemy on the second hit. Interesting. And what are these boosts? High ground advantage bonus. Use of grenades, which inflict damage based on level of alchemy. Use of traps. Restores one action point when landing a critical hit. That's actually really good. I'm also going to let you do healing. And let's see. I feel like Explosive Retreat would be very good. We'll go with that. Okay. Now, as for inventory. You need your inventory items again. So you've got the Sailor's Lucky Necklace. You use medium armor. Tynea Hunter's Captain. You had the Landseller's coat. That's right. Let's see. For medium... Okay, buckled up navigator's boots are fine. And for gloves... You don't really have anything there. And I'll give you the knot cape. And your saber... Steel cutlass is going to work for that. You wear heavy armor. Little less armor, little more magical deflection, resistance to poison. That is just straight up better. Resistance to curse or resistance to corrosion. You can take the resistance to curse. You've got the heavy, that's fine. Nothing better on the leggings. Take the sailor's heavy necklace. You've got the heavy hat. And you've got the steel flamberge. Oh, right. Your headpiece, you can keep the one... Actually, no. Chef's hat. That's actually straight up better. You I've already given upgrades to. You as well. You wear medium armor. Any boosts here? Lace-up sailor's boots are light. Hang on, you wear light. You wear medium. You wear light. I guess you can wear this. Yours are medium. You wear light stuff, so I'll give you some good stuff there. So you wear medium. We need to get you some better daggers or something. Don't think you have anything... Oh, oh no, that's heavy. Okay. Nothing there. And you... You wear light armor. Go ahead and take one of the sailor's bandanas. We don't have anything there for you. Those are medium. Medium, light. Anything better? Heavy, heavy, medium, heavy, medium, heavy. Okay, nothing there. Hunter's leather boots are fine there, and that is all I can give you. Now, maybe we should talk with our companions. Nilon, anything to say?
You seem a little lost.
Ask about... No, nothing there. Actually, no, we can ask about Euxantis.
What do you think about this island? It is quite different than ours, but it also stands apart from the continent.
Yes, I feel better here. And the people who inhabit the oil protected from foreigners. Of course, it is much smaller than Tir Fradi, and it lacks her marvel, but I no longer feel that sickened spirit. The voice is different, with a brutal rudeness, while chanting a melodious song.
All right. Nothing else
See
to
you
say
later.
there.
Boy.
Fausta, anything to say? Oh.
Hello.
Or we're
Need
talking
me?
to Ludwig then. Nothing to say there.
We'll talk later.
Oh,
About Fausta.
Yes?
Euxantis.
What do you think about Euxantis?
It's a strange place. Sort of beyond our world in a way. It's funny how the Nauts are the link between every nation, including your own. They come from this microscopic isle, battered by the winds and isolated by an enraged sea. But I suppose it does make sense, in a way. If I had been born here, I would have certainly done everything in my power to sail away and discover new horizons.
Uh-huh. All right.
I must
Well,
leave
thank
you.
you for that. Let's keep looking around. Till, I doubt you have anything to say.
Good day.
Question him on nothing. Okay, leave.
I must be...
Okay. Oh, Sybil has something to say.
If we keep this up, I'll end up becoming a real specialist in escaping prison by any means possible. That being said, I'm really glad that we got my dear Alvida out of this jail.
Ask about the Nauts and Euxantis.
What do you think about the Nauts and their city?
I've known the Nauts Guild for a long time, and I've had the opportunity to meet many of its members. But I must admit that it's rather different to see them at home in Yuxantis, and to see the organization that governs their world firsthand. Their bizarre hierarchy based on merit, these admirals and ink masters, the library, the shipyard, and this town that seems to be built from old ships. It's so quaint.
All right. Well, thank you for
Let's
that.
talk about it.
Always.
Oop. Let's, I'll be over to you in a minute. First,
So, what can you tell me about my mother's logbook?
I think I know where your mother hid it, and where it might still be.
Oh, really? And how could you know that? I doubt that my mother confided in you.
I wasn't always an outlaw, you know. Your mother trusted me. I beg you, at least listen to what I have to say.
all right. Alvida?
Thank you for coming. Silvio was just going to tell me where he thinks I might find my mother's logbook.
Tomorrow, you'll be given a ship. Your mother's ship, to be precise.
But I thought it was lost in the storm.
Lost? No. But it did suffer tremendous damage. It's been recovered and repaired. As you know, I was the shipwright working on her ship. Before her accident, your mother asked me to build her a cache. A cache in her cabin, just big enough to hold a logbook. If her logbook still exists, it must be there.
So why did you tell us?
Why did you come to find Alvida now? Why didn't you tell her about this earlier?
The trial undoubtedly roused his remorse.
It has nothing to do with the trial. Even if I would have liked to have had a louder voice to help save you from this masquerade. If I've come now, it's because you are going to take possession of the Constancia. You, on your mother's ship. It's too good an opportunity to miss. For I know that the captain's logbook will prove my innocence.
So that's the reasoning. So what happened to Alvida's mother?
What do you know of Alvida's mother's fate?
Unfortunately, everyone knows what happened and who is responsible.
I have always worked my hardest on all the ships I was assigned to, and I would never have let your mother, for whom I had great respect, go to sea on a dangerous ship. I don't know what happened. There weren't many survivors, and I never had the chance to talk to them. According to the official report, the weakened ship was unable to weather the storm, and for that reason it ran aground not far from the island, resulting in the death of the captain and some of her crew. But I know that's impossible.
So why did you lose your position?
Didn't you lose your position because of what happened to the Constancia?
Indeed. Admiral Barcelos found me guilty of what had happened to the captain. I think he even suspects me of having done it on purpose. But since there was no real evidence against me, they just banned me from working on ships.
Thank you for answering our questions.
I still don't trust you, Silvio. But I'll check the cabin on the Constantia once we're on board.
I sincerely hope that the logbook is still there. Because then everyone will see that I was falsely accused. I'll go back to my workshop now. Thank you for listening.
Of course. We'll see if anything comes of this. Alright, Alvida.
Do you need my services? My advice?
Ask about Yuxantis.
What can you tell me about Yuxantis?
Our island is quite far from the mainland. Its land is poor, and its waters are terribly dangerous. Also, the people who live there have always been exceptional fishermen and sailors. Their survival depended on it. This talent made them useful to the mainlanders, and one day the sailors decided to unite into a guild. And the Knots quickly became not only sailors, but also shipbuilders. We build the ships, weave the sails, and braid the ropes on our island. Nowadays, not all Yuxantians are sailors, but they all still depend on the wealth of our guild.
Okay.
And for those who sail the seas, it's a home port. Their only true home beyond the waves.
And what about your new rank of captain?
You must be very proud to have been named captain.
Oh, of course. And I'm all the more proud that I got my new rank as a result of an achievement. That's not always the case, you know. Sometimes the only thing that counts is your length of service. But this rank offers me such an opportunity. I'll finally be able to make my voice heard on things that are important to me. Maybe I'll be able to convince the guild to stop its involvement in human trafficking. In any case, I'll do everything in my power to make that happen.
That is greatly appreciated.
I
Thank
won't
you.
bother you any longer.
See you.
Now, one more person we need to talk to. And that is this new companion, Sophia.
What do you want?
So, why did the Alliance invade Tir-Fredi?
Why did the Alliance invade Tir-Fredi? You have your own country.
That's a good question. Although I'm not sure you'll like my answer. There are resources on your island that we don't have, or no longer have, because we've exhausted them, and that we need to prosper. Your people don't exploit the land as we do, and you have vast spaces that still seem wild. But we like to domesticate nature, to enslave it as much as possible in order to build, to expand, to dominate other peoples. Our country is slowly dying, even though you may not have realized it yet. So my people are looking for new lands, and with them, a new future in a way.
But they do it at the expense of my people. Tir-Fredi is not uninhabited.
It's true. But our technology is superior to yours, and my people are counting on that fact to get the better of you. Most of them think they're giving you a gift by doing so. They think they will bring you civilization. I'm sorry. I know that's not a pleasant answer to hear, but that's what most of them think.
Alright, that's kind of what I expected, though. Tell me about your life as a cartographer.
What does your job consist of?
I draw up maps. That is to say that I reconstruct on paper the reality of the world. As much as possible, of course. I go to different places and take measurements. I indicate where the mountains and forests, the rivers and springs are. Cities, villages, and roads too. In short, everything that can be useful to travelers.
And to armies.
That's true. Although I prefer to think that I only help merchants, pilgrims, and explorers. Every coin has two sides, and my work is no exception to the rule.
I can see why he'd be a little irritated or concerned. Now tell me about your presence in Euxantis.
What brought you to Euxantis? Just the librarian's invitation.
That's already an excellent reason, you know. That man is a font of knowledge. Exchanging with him is a real opportunity. But you're right. It wasn't the only reason. Euxantis is very little known to people on the mainland. Nauts guard their island jealously and rarely invite foreigners to their guild. They resemble us in many ways, especially since many youngsters of my own people have joined them. But they are also completely different. And their relationship to the sea and navigation is unique. Having the chance to discover their city, their culture, their way of life. It was an opportunity I couldn't pass up.
Alright then. I suppose I can understand that.
See you.
Now, with all that done, we need to sell a few things before we end the day. Which should be relatively easy. We can go to the Alchemist's workshop there. Can we actually go into the library? Now that I think about it. I want to see if we can actually go into the library itself, or if they are just going to straight up say, you're not allowed in.
Sorry, you can't.
Nope, we can't go in. Alright. In that case, let's go over to a merchant and sell some of this loot that I happen to have.
to make...
So, if you don't mind, please.
Hello. Welcome back to my...
So let's see. None of that, none of that. Not gonna sell any of those things. These I can sell. Sell all those. Don't need any dog tooths. Old gold signet ring. Majida shell. Monkey tail. Beautiful Majida shell. I'm gonna keep these 3 things just in case. As for equipment here, sell this. Can sell this. Anything that is not being worn by someone, I can sell. Don't need the captain's cutlass. Sell that. Sell those 2 things. What else? I'm gonna hold on to the volcano slicer and the worn triple-barreled pistol. Okay. That's all of that, and we're good. Okay. Thank you. Now back over to the inn. I think I might have something in there that I can, like, take out of storage. There was something I left in storage, wasn't there? I think there was. You just need to run upstairs to do it. Head on up. Right, let me check the storage. Yes, I do. First things first, I am going to put this into here and this into here. I'm going to take out the flintlock pistol. And now I know that I can equip the flintlock pistol. Okay, and this is how I can assign skills or consumables. I would like to get rid of some of these, because I don't care about too many of them. You can be this. Killing touch. Charge. And you can be this. And you can be the pistol. And for section 2... I would like to swap the weapons. But it won't allow me. So I can't actually switch that around. which is actually quite annoying, but fine. Alright, and with that, I am going to go ahead and end this episode here. Next episode, we'll take a rest and see about our ship. That'll be in the next episode. So, until then, I am Chester44, that is Bridengar. This has been a Let's Play of Greedfall, the Dying World, and I shall see you all next time.